Welcome, an initiative by Kikewa College of Horticulture, Nasik, from Department of Soil Science. I, the Professor Ines Gogre, will going to deliver an audio-visual learning for students on topic aerial photography. What do you mean by aerial photography first? Aerial photography has been defined as the science of taking photograph from a point in the air for the purpose of making some type of study on the earth's surface. Simply by clicking photograph from here for a point of study earth surface is called as a aerial photography. But aerial photography is a method of soil survey that is base survey. Type of survey is base survey. In this aerial photography, remote sensed data and Landsat satellites are used for large scale study, large scale survey. So we have seen soil survey, types of soil survey and methods of soil survey in the last lecture, in the last video. Now we are going to study aerial photography is a method of soil survey, type is base survey. So in this there are base type of survey, there are three measures are used, that is known as the first aerial photograph, then base maps. Base maps. Base map is a type of cadastral maps. In this, scale of 1 is to 5000 to 8000 scale is used. Then it is a topographical maps having scale of 1 is to 25,000 to 1 is to 2,50,000 per kilometer. Then aerial photographs having scale 1 is to 10,000 to 1 is to 50,000. It is a aerial photograph to study earth surface. Then what is cadastral maps? It is used in Department of Survey and Land Records, showing location of individual holding, ponds, roads and streams. It has some physiographic features and contour lines are not available. Map scale is 24 inch to is equal to 1 mile to 8 inch is equal to 1 mile or 4 inch in hilly areas. Then topo sheets for topographical maps. It is prepared by Surveyor General of India, Dehradun. In this, scale used is 1 is to 25,000. It shows roads, tracks, streams, water source along with the contour lines and physiographic features. Then we are going to study aerial photographs in detail. In this aerial photography, photographs of land surface are taken from aircraft in a vertical angle. It is viewed stratoscopically in 3D view, that is three-dimensional view. It includes landforms, vegetation, land use, roads and tracks can be directly seen in aerial photography. Soil properties, geology and other land properties are required indirect interpretation in aerial photography. The scale of map used is 1 is to 10,000 to 1 is to 50,000. Then these are some types of aerial photographs. Then Earth's resources satellite or Landsat satellite imagery is used for giving synoptic view of large areas, that is 185 to 185 kilometer on image. Then the net result of any photographic mission is photographic negative. The photographic negatives are a result of favorable and unfavorable factors acting simultaneously. Then what is a good aerial photography? A good aerial photograph must have certain standards of geometrical accuracy. Aerial photography and its planning generally includes selection of types of aeroplane and camera, trend of run, film and filter combination, which is of great importance in aerial photo in interpretation. Most of the conventional aerial photography is done at 1 is to 3000, 1 is to 30,000 to 1 is to 60,000 scale on a conventional black and white panchromatic film. In this, the scale of photography further depends on objectives of the work. For what purpose the aerial photography has to be taken to study Earth's surface, which governs the speed of aircraft and its flight height. Also depends on the type of camera lens being used in aerial photography. The optimum scale for geographical photo interpretations are 1 is to 25,000 to 1 is to 40,000. For regional geological surveys, a small scale photograph of 1 is to 60,000 or even smaller is suitable for aerial photography. Then, for extensive ground coverage, satellite imagery are most useful. Then, in aerial photography, for more specific and detailed information such as geotechnical studies, mineral exploration, groundwater surveys, land use planning, and town planning, large-scale photographs on photographic scale are used such as 1 is to 50,000 to 1 is to 10,000 are mostly or widely used and which is most suitable. Then in such a type of aerial photographs, low-speed aeroplanes 200 to 350 km per hour are used and flying height is normally not more than 8,000 to 10,000 meter, which is followed. Low flying speed and heights are one of the most important aspects in obtaining sufficiently large scale photographs with the sharp image of objects. There should be complete stratigraphic coverage of terrain, that is, all features of terrain should occur on at least 2 photographs for stratigraphic viewing. Then the photographs that are to be taken in runs in direction of light in such a way that there will be minimum 60% overlap between adjacent photos and 30% side slab between adjacent runs. Then what are the features that quality of photographs depends on? That is number 1, light and weather conditions. Number 2, camera lens. Number 3, film and filters. And number 4, that is developing and printing processes. So as far as possible, photograph should be vertical and should be free from elements of tilt and tip. Also free from defects like drift and crab. Then there are different types of aerial photographs. Extreme growth in technology and techniques used for acquiring aerial photographs. Aerial photographs are classified according to attitude of camera axis, lens system, types of cameras, types of films and filters, or some special equipment employed in the camera for techniques to record some special effects on the film. Then it is classification of techniques is done Here, according to three main criteria, which are discussed as below. Types of aerial photography based on orientation of camera axis is classified into 1. Vertical photograph, number 2. Low oblique photograph, and number 3. High oblique photographs. Then classification based on types based on lens system, that is single lens photography, 3 lens photography, then 4 lens photography, 9 lens photography, and continuous strip photography. Then these are some views of aerial photographies. Aerial photography versus map. Aerial photography contains central projection, non-uniform scale, actual features, and maps includes orthogonal projection, uniform scale, symbols, imaginary objects presence. That is the difference between aerial photo versus map. So this is all about aerial photography. Thank you.